can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They begin with a run by Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Davis now. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now here's a deep shot that's complete, and he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. That one good for 26 and a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the carry, it's Davis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
The tackle made by Patrick.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Patriots nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A shotgun snap for Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Whitney merciless. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Well, that's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Patriots nothing.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. He finds some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They keep it with Davis on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Dante Hightower on the stop.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. It's just me and you. It's just me.
They'll try the air now with Watson. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Newton now to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Newton on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He gets it to James White. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down throw for Newton. This is White on the screen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This from 44 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Watson now to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, 2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Newton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half.
1st down.
Now Newton on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Patriots.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Newton. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's got the hook up to Lee. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Newton. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
It's third down. And 10 yards to go.
Newton throwing again. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw, Watson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 38. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And it's Michel once again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ready? Left 80. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Drop deep, drop deep. Mike's 59. Mike's Greg. Here we go, here we go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check the backer, check the backer. 20. Check. Lucky.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Sony Michel.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming to you. 55 mark, guys, 55.
From just shy of midfield, Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. J.J. Watt, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Glasgow, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, check 59. Check my 21. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, 1. Check 13. Check 13.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Okay.
Out of the gun, Watson. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Quick throw completed by Watson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Stay with your man.
On first down, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Third and long, it's Newton. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Zach Cunningham providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the 50, it's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
From the red zone now, Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will extend their lead.
The extra point.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They knew this would be tough. On the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. He's letting this one go. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Watch the pass.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
He's checking crap. Mike 35, Mike 35. Here we go, D. Here I come. 35's the Mike.
On 2nd and goal, Watson, and this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Patriots 3. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Larry, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. And one time.
Faking the give, now Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Don't get nervous. 20. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
From the gun, here's Newton. He completes it right side to White. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Mike 20, Mike 20. All day, all day.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Out of the gun, Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
The 11-yard line.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and short.
Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
First and goal.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
To the 3. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Hey, check my 3.
One last throw here for Newton. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And the effort stuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Today's final score, Texans.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.